Sure guys, welcome to another gardening video on my channel. My name is Spong. Okay, so guys, we're going into another season. We are slowly approaching winter, and now that completely changes the dynamics of what we can grow in the garden. Now we completely change into the cold hardy, the cool season crops, the ones that can tolerate the cold and also the cool seasons. If you're wondering what are these crops that you can grow in winter, it's good that you clicked on this video. No, it's great that you clicked on this video, because I'm going to show you 10 cold hardy cool season crops that you can grow in winter, throughout winter, that will keep you sustained throughout winter. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope it's helpful. Let's go into the video. Let's do what it do. Yeah, so it's only right that I start with one of my favorite crops, and that is spinach / Swiss chard. So definitely one that you have to grow in winter, throughout winter, in the lead up to winter, because this one, it really likes cool seasons. When it's cool seasons, when it's the cold seasons, they actually look a bit more crisp, they look more green, they just look a lot happier. And what I really like is that they will literally keep you sustained throughout winter. You can come into the garden, chop some leaves off, and then they will continue to grow. You can continue to come into the garden and keep chopping, and they will just keep producing more and more of the spinach. Then we move to actually probably one of my second favorites, and it actually became a favorite this season, but this is radish. So radish, another one, the thing that for me I like is that it's fast to grow, right? And it tolerates the cold, right? So just like any other root crop, this really likes the cold seasons or the cool seasons. So yeah, definitely radish, one that is fast to grow, quick to give you a nice harvest. Within 20 days you would have a radish that you can actually eat. So definitely one that has to be in the garden, radish. Then we have peas. So peas is another one that I specifically grow in winter, autumn. I specifically grow that because it likes the cooler season. So what I like about the when it's in the winter, they just produce crisper peas. So the peas are actually a lot more crisp. So just make sure with the peas that once it starts growing out the actual pods, that you pluck as soon as possible, even when they don't produce the actual peas inside. Just when they produce that pod, take it out so that it can concentrate on actually growing. Basically, if you pluck it when it already has peas, it's basically saying, oh, this is all I need to produce. You understand? So when you pluck it early stages, it says, oh, okay, I'm gonna need to produce more peas, and that encourages the growth. So just keep that in mind when you're growing the peas. Then we have beetroot, beets. So another one, this one again loves winter, loves the cold season, loves the cooler seasons. This one, another root crop. Root crops, again, I have to emphasize that they do better in the cool seasons. They will keep you also sustained throughout winter. Also, they are fast growing as well, so you won't have to really wait a long time for the harvest. So definitely they love the winter. Just make sure your soil is good and you should be great. Then we have broad beans and beans. So this one will keep you sustained throughout winter. Just like the peas, keep it up in a trellis so that it can grow up in that trellis. The more you pluck, the more it's gonna grow. Just make sure of that. The more you pluck, the more it's gonna grow. And again, just like the peas, it also loves the cooler seasons. It loves when there's that chill, because then when you pluck out the beans, it's also cold. It has that crunch. Lovely. So broad beans, another one on the list. Then another favorite that should be on everyone's garden, but it's not in mine, I don't know why, don't ask me why. But anyway, we have carrots, another one that can keep you sustained throughout winter. Another one that really likes being in winter, that likes the cooler seasons, carrots. So this one also another root crop. Just make sure the soil is good. Also, when you're planting, just make sure that you don't cover it too much with the soil, because then it does struggle to actually pop up in the garden. So just put it lightly, put a bit of light soil on top when you're planting the seeds. And also, I wouldn't recommend that you put it in containers and then transplant them out. Root crops in general do not like to be transplanted into the garden. So this year I'm actually growing the Chutney Karoo carrot. Yeah, and we'll see how it grows. And yeah, I'm actually pretty excited. It's gonna be growing with the beetroot and the radishes. Then another one that also should be in the garden is lettuce. So this year, actually this coming season, I'm gonna be growing some little gem. This one grows quicker than let's say, for example, the Great Lakes. So this one grows a lot quicker and it's smaller. I like the shape of it, so I thought, hey, you know, let me try something different. Always like to try something different. So I'm gonna try these lettuce again. They really love the cooler seasons. They do much better in the cooler seasons as compared to the hotter seasons. So you know, when a lettuce is crisp, it's cold, you know. So it's the same when you're growing the actual plant. It just needs to have that cooler season. So next we have parsnip. So yeah, in the house we don't really eat parsnip, so there's no need for us to grow it. But it is, again, it's a root crop. It takes a bit longer than all the other root crops that I have mentioned to pop up, but definitely a nice one to have in the garden. If you eat parsnips in the house, then definitely should have it in the garden. Parsnip. And then another favorite or another regular should be onion or spring onion. That's another one that should be in the garden. Easy to grow. I'm actually starting to grow some of my onions. So yeah, just another one that really likes the cooler seasons and can tolerate the cooler seasons. Onion, spring onion, great to have in your noodles. And you know. Last but not least, number 10, we have cabbage. So cabbage, we definitely are growing in the garden. We have a lot, we eat it a lot in the house. And also so I was also told that cabbage is actually very expensive nowadays and it doesn't look too great. So I thought, you know what, let me try and help out and grow some cabbage in the garden so that they don't have to spend atrocious amounts. Yeah, so I have two varieties. And so this one, the Chinese Michili, this one grows quicker than this one, the Cabbage Glory of Enkhuizen. This one, so I wanted to have both just so that I could see which one grows better. I know this one, the Chinese one, will grow quicker and I like the look of it, so that's why I also wanted to try it out. And then I know this one, this is the normal one that we buy in the grocery stores. So I thought, let me do something that's more accustomed to what we eat in the house so that there's not a big shock. So yeah, I wanted to try both and see what I could grow. So definitely cabbage, one that loves the cooler seasons, does better in the cooler seasons. Honorable mentions, just because, you know, I want to give you guys more. We have cauliflower and we have broccoli. So these ones also a nice one to have. They grow similarly as well, and they grow also in the same time span. They also really love winter. They love the cool seasons, and you can grow these throughout winter in the preparation for winter. I have currently some that I'm growing. So yeah, no, definitely these two honorable mentions. Yeah, so that is the 10 cool season, cold hardy crops that you can grow in winter, throughout winter. in the beginning of winter, all of this to the lead up of winter. Those are the 10 that I would recommend. Let me know if I've missed any that you can suggest to the people, to the community. I love you guys all, man. You know, winter doesn't stop us from growing. We grow more. Okay, I love you all. Love, peace. Grow every day.